Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into three words you hear all the time in the business world: mission, vision, and values. Now, you can think of them as the three legs of a stool. If you take one away, the whole thing gets pretty wobbly. But are they just corporate buzzwords, or do they actually hold things up? Let's find out. You've seen them, right? Those big, fancy statements framed in the lobby or buried on the About Us page of a website. And it's so easy to be cynical, to just look at them and think, yeah, right. Is this just meaningless jargon on a wall? And that's a totally fair question. But here's something to think about. One study found that a whopping 90% of top companies use mission and vision statements. The most successful organizations in the world clearly think they're important. So the real question isn't if they matter, but why. But, and this is a big but, here's the catch. They're not some kind of magic formula. All the research shows that these statements only actually work when they're communicated clearly, when everyone understands them, and, most importantly, when they're directly tied to what the company actually does, the strategy. Okay, so let's get right into why they matter so much. Because when they're done right, they're so much more than just pretty words. They're the real bedrock of success. Let's start with a mission. The best way to think about the mission is as the organization's anchor. It answers that one fundamental question: who are we, and why do we even exist right now? So a good mission statement spells out what a company does, who it's doing it for, and how it provides value to everyone involved. Its customers, its employees, even its investors. It's basically the organization's identity written down. This slide really nails the key difference. If the mission is your anchor, telling you who are we today, then the vision is your compass, pointing to where are we going tomorrow. One is all about the present, the other is all about the future. Let's make this real with an example from Starbucks. Take a look at their mission. What's interesting is, it's not really about selling coffee, is it? It's about the experience they create for both their own people and their customers. The coffee is almost a byproduct of their main purpose. And if you dig a little deeper, you can see their mission is basically a summary of their core values. I mean, look at this. It covers everything from how they treat their employees, to the quality of their product, to the role in the community, and of course, making sure the business is profitable enough to keep it all going. All right, so now let's talk about vision. If the mission is the anchor holding you steady, the vision is the compass that points the way forward. It answers the question, okay, so where do we go from here? A vision statement basically takes that why we found in the mission and transforms it into a really clear, inspiring goal for the future. It says, okay, based on who we are today, what do we want to become tomorrow? Now compare this to their mission statement. See how different it is? The vision is short, it's bold, and it's totally focused on the future. The goal is simple: be the best in the world at what they do, without losing sight of who they are. And sometimes, a vision statement is so powerful and so focused, it just becomes a tagline. Toyota's "moving forward" isn't just a slogan. It promises constant innovation. And Walmart's "save money, live better" is a direct promise of the future they want to build for their customers.
Okay, so this all sounds great in theory, but how do these big ideas actually translate into what people do every day? Well, that's where strategy comes into play.
A really easy way to visualize how mission, vision, and strategy all connect is to picture a funnel. It all starts at the top, right? You have your broad mission, that's your why. That gets narrowed down into a focused vision. That's the what you want to achieve. And finally, all of that gets channeled into a concrete strategy. That's the how you're going to get there. It's the game plan for making that vision a reality. So let's pull all these threads together. When they're working properly, a great mission and vision play three absolutely critical roles for any organization that wants to succeed. First, they shout your purpose from the rooftops, so everyone from your newest hire to your most loyal customer knows what you stand for. Second, they create a target, a bullseye, for every single strategic decision you make. And third, they give you the high-level framework you need to set real, measurable goals. They're basically the organization's North Star. So look, if you take away just one thing, let it be this: mission is your anchor in the present. It's who you are. Vision is your compass for the future. It's where you're going. It's as simple as that. And that really leaves us with one final thought. It's not enough to just have these statements. They aren't meant to be decorations for a wall. They're meant to drive action. The real question you should ask is your organization truly living its mission and vision every single day?